Okay. Something everybody always wants, and there's so little information. Yeah, boy. Let's just talk about hardcore facts. On the Nikon mirrorless camera, here's a couple tidbits, and every little tidbit's like another puzzle piece that paints a picture till we get a tremendous amount more information. Nikon has patented a 52mm f/0.9 and a 36mm f/1.2. Let's talk about some hardcore facts about the Nikon mirrorless camera. It's already been stated that it's going to be a new mount. It has been the case for decades now. Remember Canon made a switch over so they could make some really fast lenses for a larger mount? That's been a gripe at Nikon. People thought, Nikon should have adopted a bigger mount for super fast lenses quite a many years ago. But Nikon wanted perfect consistency throughout their lens. Like everything's an F mount, right? And that's fine. It's been no issue. I mean, Nikon's got quite a few fast lenses, but for those really fast lenses, Nikon absolutely needed a bigger mount. I think they're going to call it the Z mount. There's been reports that the new mount is going to be called a Z mount. Let's talk about a fact. Here's fact number one. None of this is opinion, okay? Nikon wants to kick the crap out of Sony and Canon. Nikon wants to kick Sony and Canon right in the crotch. Nikon has always told everybody that it wants to be king of the roost in the lens department, and it is right now, and it wants to keep that spot. A camera is a useless piece of crap without an ecosystem. There's the magic word the Sony folks never realized. I got a great camera with no lenses. Nikon wants to keep that spot. Nikon mirrorless camera, every current Nikkor lens out there will be impossible to mount on. Even if they kept an F mount, which they are not keeping, it would still be, due to flange distance, be impossible to mount a current Nikkor lens on the new Nikon mirrorless camera without an adapter. Okay, so there's no way in hell a current Nikkor lens is going to mount without an adapter, even if it was an F mount, which it's not going to be. Nikon's already patented several of these super fast lenses for their new mirrorless mount. Whether it's going to be called a Z mount, as rumors report it to be, unknown fact. Who gives a damn what they call it? It's just going to be a bigger lens mount to accommodate the faster lenses, because Nikon wants to keep what they still hold the crown and king over. Everybody else is being the lord of the roost in the lens department. They're not going to give that up to nobody. And so, that's going to be... there's not a person in the world who's going to debate me on that fact. These lenses are patented. The patent designs and links are out there. It's a 52mm f/0.9 and 36. There have been a few other lenses that Nikon has patented. There are also some faster lenses. Here's what will happen. And now this part is only partial conjecture. Nikon is going to announce their new mirrorless camera this year. They're not going to drop it until next year due to rumor that I've heard that they don't have enough sensors to drop an enormous amount of cameras all at once, and if they didn't, they'd piss a lot of people off, as they're pissing everybody off now with the Nikon D850. No big deal. When they drop the camera, they will have to drop an adapter with it, and they will announce, at the time they announce this year, between 5 and 8 new lenses. But when they release the camera, they're only going to release it with between 3, it would be no less than 3 to 4 lenses, with the other lenses announced for release later that year in 2019, late 2019. So they will release the camera with several of the new lenses, between no less than 3, no more than 4 new lenses. There'll be super fast lenses. There'll be lenses that people want the most. A wide angle, it should be like the 36mm f/1.2, a portrait lens, and I don't know what other lenses. The 3 or 4 of the lens focal lengths that people want. So that's Nikon's plans. Given the fact of the larger mount, given the fact of their patented mirrorless, not new lenses that are merely patented, but the new lenses that have been patented are mirrorless lenses designed for a new Nikon mount. People were chirping about Nikon creating a larger mount many years ago to accommodate super fast damn lenses. And this is Nikon's opportunity that they've taken full advantage of to create a larger mount for super fast ass lenses. It also is the case that with a DSLR, where the actual calibration and measurement of correct focus is that issues exist with calibration at f1.8 and f2, much less lenses at f1.2 and f0.9. For accurate implementation of that with phase detect autofocus and contrast detect on a mirrorless system won't be any problem for Nikon, but doing that now is obviously an issue. I don't know what the backwards well, actually there'd be no backwards compatibility without. They could make it an adapter so that you could actually use these new super fast lenses with the current Nikon F mount, but I don't know how that would actually yield out since they're designed for specific flange distance, and these new super fast lens designs are not accommodative to that F mount, current Nikon F mount. So, but anyway, those are the facts, and it's two important facts about Nikon's mirrorless system, so that paints a more clear picture of what Nikon is doing. There are 4 other lenses that Nikon patented, but these are the 2 primary ones that I'm interested in: 52mm f0.9 and 36mm f1.2. The other one is a, what is the other one? The other one's an 80mm f1.2 or something, isn't it? 85mm f1.2. Anyway, this will keep Nikon up at the top of the roost in the lens department. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. You have a lovely weekend. Peace out, Girl Scout.